Just got back from my second load, or from my first load dumping out. I wasn't able to get any footage. I'll get some footage when I dump out my second load. Today is a pretty easy route. I think it might be only 2 loads today. So it's the cardboard guy. He's gonna give me a hand at the end of the day. He's only got like 40 stops in cardboard. So when he gets done with that route, he's gonna dump that out at the recycle facility, and then he's gonna come over and help me grab a big apartment complex and then some car dealerships for me. So I should be able to get it all in 2 loads today. It's gonna be kind of a day in the life of a front load driver. I'll kind of run through kind of a typical day. Just kind of show some of the stops that we pick up in a day at the town of Gilbert. And like I said, I'm only here, I fill in over here when they need me. It's been a lot more lately than not, but I like coming over here. It gives me, keeps my skills fresh, and you don't do it for a while, you get kind of rusty. So I'll just kind of, go through some of the easy stops that we deal with, some of the harder, heavier, more difficult stops that we deal with, and how I kind of attack them, and we'll go from there. Stay tuned. All right, this is probably definitely the tightest stop on this route. It's this McDonald's here. It's a real pain. So first you have these cones set up here. I don't know why. Give me a second. All right. So first you have to hug this curb to the left. Be able to kind of swing in. If there's cars in the drive-thru, it's kind of nice. There's no cars in the drive-thru, so I can give myself a little extra room. But usually there's cars everywhere in the drive-thru, and it becomes a real pain. I'm shocked that there's, like, beyond shocked that there's no cars in the drive-thru right now. But it's always a super heavy. But the people that work here always build it up real nice, so it's not like a big hassle to dump it. It's always heavy, but it's like butter, easy. Give it a smack up there, just make sure everything's out of it. Yeah, when there's, God, I can't believe I'm dumbfounded that there's no cars in the parking lot or in the drive-thru right now. Yeah, now you got to kind of back up, and when there's cars in the drive-thru, you not only have to watch out for your tail whip behind you, the curb on the right, this light pole in front of me here, and the cars that are in the drive-thru. I mean, this was about the easiest McDonald's I've ever picked up right now, like at this McDonald's. I was incredibly fortunate that there was no cars in the drive-thru. What a break. Usually this stop just, woo, makes me pucker. It's nice. I'll take the win. This place can get rather tight. They have cars everywhere, and you really have to. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get this one. That van being parked there. I'm going to try to move my back up a few feet here. A couple feet maybe. Oh, just made it. I think this is like a place that's services flood response, and they clean houses after flooding, I think, stuff like that. But man, they just got all kinds of stuff here all the time. Ugh. See if I can push this forward at all. Give me some extra room to back out of here. Works up. I'm gonna go forward. Oh, there we go. Oh, I got room. Okay. Yeah, and I gotta back out of here, so that's another little added challenge to this stop. And some places are easier than others. Some places can be quite the challenge. That's why you know, Frontload can be a great job at times, but man, it can be super stressful and worrisome at other times. You got to deal with places like that, and you know, you got literally inches to work with, and man, it just makes the blood pressure go up a little bit. This is the reason why I love Arizona apartment buildings. A lot of them are just like this. Yeah, you get your ones that can get really heavy and stuff like that, but a lot of the apartments, these big complexes like this, are just right around the perimeter of the property, and gates are generally always already open, and you just drive around and pick up 8 to 10, depending on the place. Makes it real easy. So like right here, I always like to bring my forks down when I'm coming down here. Not like it probably would matter, but there is some low limbs there that might hit. Last thing you want to do is take down a giant branch, and yeah, so just be aware. Like, it's not always about what's in front or behind you or on the sides of you. They always say there's 6 sides to your truck. You know, on the top, can't sleep on the top. The top is definitely an area that you still have to keep an eye out, whether that's low branches, wires. Um, you know, most of the time in bulk, when I'm in bulk, we don't have to worry about it. But front load, yeah, you absolutely have to worry about the top of your truck. Side load, you have to worry about the top of your truck. You know, more on the side of your truck in side load, but definitely that arm goes up pretty high. And if you're not careful, if you're not watching, you know, you could catch it on stuff. A lot of people down here in Arizona, they like to put like their neighbors, they'll stretch Christmas lights around during Christmas time. They'll stretch their Christmas lights from house to house across the actual street. And if they're not high enough, and you're going to take down that entire string of Christmas lights with that arm. So always be aware of that. This is another stop that can get just a little bit tricky if there's cars on the left. But you have to come in real wide. And there's an overhang just off my right passenger side mirror that I have to really be cautious about. There is a car that's parked in that spot right next to me on the right. So those are 2 things that you definitely have to watch out for when you're doing stops like this in these business districts. People are coming and going seemingly all day long. So there's always cars kind of driving around these little business districts and areas. So if you're not paying attention when you're backing out, not using your cameras, there you go, another accident. Oh boy, that thing is full to the max. What is going on with this stop? Give me a second. I'm gonna have to move some of these bags. Jeez. Either this stop was blocked the last time their service day or somebody missed it. I don't know. I've never seen it. It's been a while since I've seen it this full. Well, there is overhanging trees above me, but there is a nice little kind of cutout where funny because there's a preschool right over on the other side here. I'm just gonna back up. Slide it in. Make sure I don't set it down on anything. They can reload it for their next service day. There's always kids just going wild. Well, I always like to give them a little honk, and then they all cheer, and it's good times. So this little elementary school here can be kind of a pain in the butt sometimes. Depends on if there's a car parked here, which of course it is. But they've kind of situated the cans now to where you can just back up into this no parking zone here. You still have to watch out for, there's 300 gallon recycle containers right behind me. You still have to kind of watch out for those. But at least there's no cars there. Schools are always heavy. Man, schools sure know how to pack in the trash, boy. I guess with all the school lunches and all that stuff, man, schools create a lot of trash. Amazing. Here, I just gotta watch out for that recycle can behind me, the car behind me on the left. Line myself up for this one. Give me a second to pack this in. All right. Down nice and easy. That's that. This is another stop where if you were to just open up these enclosures and head straight in, you'd hit the gates. This is another one where you gotta they always like to have it back. So you gotta kind of lift it up, drag it out a little bit before you can grab it. Just always make sure that the gates or doors or whatever are locked down on the ground. Just make sure that they're secured. If they're not secured, they're gonna blow open, they're gonna close on you, and you're not gonna notice it because you're not paying attention. And the next thing you know, it's like, boom. Now, half your hydraulic lines are ripped off your arm. All because you didn't take the extra 2 or 3 seconds to make sure the doors were secured. You don't have to lift it up very long. You don't have to get it very far. Just enough to get it in there. That bag bothers me. Come on. Come on, make it. Make it. I think it made it. I think it made it. Did it make it? It made it. It made it. That is a success in my book. Well, I'm gonna grab these last two. They look like they're pretty empty up ahead here. So that is pretty much what a typical day looks like as a front load driver here in Gilbert, Arizona. I know other cities, they do a lot more pullouts and, you know, pushing containers around, opening gates, closing gates. We got it pretty easy here, I think, in my opinion. It's pretty laid back. Yes, you have some pretty stressful stops at times, tight areas, tight spots, but generally they're all, you know, pretty manageable. All right, so we are rolling up to Republic Services dump site here. It's called the Germain Transfer Station. This is probably one of our main transfer stations that we dump at. We also use the waste management over in Mesa, but this is kind of like our main one. Just pull up onto the scale, get your dump ticket, your weigh ticket, then you dump up. All right, secured my dump ticket. Lane A is recycle, lane B is trash. You just pull up, wait for the little door number that they give you. Free today. You're at the dump sites, the yellow iron they call it, big loaders and stuff like that, they always get the right of way. So never just grab a door just if you're tired of waiting. They're the ones that are going to tell you where to go and all that. So just back into your assigned door. Then you dump out.